Serrano and Apple Valley have made it to the Super Bowl of their CIF division. The Diamondbacks journeying to Ventura to play Buena, the team that ousted Silverado in their Division 8 semifinals. The Serrano at Buena game is Friday. Apple Valley enjoys the home field advantage Saturday night, hosting Serra in the Division III championship game. One key and overriding trait common among each of the local teams that have gone deep into the playoffs is resilience. But no team has overcome more adversity and greater odds than Apple Valley. The Sun Devils' hopes for a deep run in the postseason seemed to end when they lost star quarterback Jaden McDenigal, leading ground gainer Caleb Most, and towering offensive lineman Raymond Polito to serious injuries in the Mojave River League title game loss to Oak Hills. Only Raymond Polito would return for the playoffs. Coach Kyle Godfrey's Sun Devils entered the postseason seeded 16th in the 16-team bracket. They stunned number 1 Citrus Valley in the opening round, upsetting the top-seeded team on the road. Backup running back Samaje Andrews ran for 131 yards and scored a touchdown in that 21-16 victory. Apple Valley was the underdog against Glendora in round 2. Defensive stalwart, the team's leading tackler, Dustin Reynolds, added star running back to his resume, carrying for 137 yards and scoring both touchdowns in the 17-15 quarterfinals win. Those first 2 playoff victories were made possible by the Sun Devils' wall of denial defense, limiting favored opponents to 2 touchdowns a game. But never would the defense be put to as great a pressurized test as against Roosevelt in the semifinals. The home team Mustangs were at the 2-yard line with 35 seconds to play. A touchdown would tie the score. Here is how that drama unfolded. The Sun Devils, rising from the ashes of a promising season, seemingly ended by injuries to star players, pushing onward and upward against yet another favored opponent. Samaje Andrews scores Apple Valley's first touchdown on a long run. The Sun Devils would come from behind 4 times in this game. This game also serves as a breakthrough coming-of-age performance for sophomore quarterback Noah Seeley, who throws scoring passes to Logan Moon, this 45-yard strike that ties the score at 14, and the 25-yard completion to Sterling Peck, who tumbles into the end zone and suffers a serious injury upon scoring the touchdown that ties the score at 21 at halftime. Touchdown number 4, Dustin Reynolds' 45-yard run that ties the score at 28 in the 4th quarter. The game-winning touchdown is scored by defensive lineman James J.R. Reed, the 1-yard plunge from the fullback position. It gives the Sun Devils the lead, 35-28, with 3 minutes left in the game. The rest is up to the defense, which has had its moments throughout, despite giving up 4 touchdowns to the favored Mustangs. Roosevelt drives to the 2-yard line. 35 seconds remain. James Reed, Gavin Hambrick, Samaje Andrews head the tremendous gang tackle stop at the line of scrimmage. 17 seconds, clock running. Gavin Hambrick, the sack. Joshua Soria there to make sure. And the smiles say it all. Apple Valley in the CIF championship game for the first time in school history. The opponent, Serra, now the top-ranked team in Division III. These Cavaliers from Gardena beat Chaminade, Foothill, then Etiwanda in overtime to reach the finals. These video highlights from the semifinals victory at Roosevelt, courtesy of the Sun Devils Camp Students Computer Media and Pathway Academy. Coach Casey Mahalchek's Serrano Diamondbacks have had to overcome their own share of adversity and show their resilience throughout the playoffs. Quarterback Peyton Cornell was on the sidelines with an injury through most of the semifinals game against Highland before scoring a fourth-quarter touchdown in that 18-13 win over Highland. Ironically, both local teams that won semifinals games were picked to lose, and neither led at halftime in their eventual victories. Silverado, on the other hand, led at the half against Buena, and the Hawks were the favorites to reach the CIF finals for the first time in school history. Silverado's road to the semifinals was a test of their resilience from the outset. The Hawks lost their first 5 games of the season before running the table against Desert Sky League opponents to capture the DSL title. Coach Kieran Jones' Hawks beat Brea Olinda and Elsinore in the postseason before losing to Buena 30-26 in the semifinals. Bid Fast and Last is sold on highlighting CIF football action highlights. You can bid online on firearms and ammo, in addition to jewelry, vehicles, estate property, and unique antiques and collectibles at bidfastandlast.com.